Hey, this is Kurt Thompson here, and we're going over the results of the Herbert L. Clarke Etude 2 2018 Trumpet Challenge. And I thought about getting a little bit more detail because of the very peculiar and unusual situation that this particular challenge put people in. The situation being that nobody except for one person tried the challenge. And I wanted to find out why that was. I mean, am I a little bit out of touch with reality? I go through stuff like Clarke and Arbenz and Biche and Charlie A. and you name it. I go through that on a weekly basis, and I have all the etudes down. I have everything down Herbert L. Clarke and most of the Arbenz, and I'm assuming that other people that are advanced go through these etudes and exercises on a regular basis, and they got it down. I made a wrong assumption because we had one challenger who posted their challenge and video in less than 12 hours after this challenge came out. He was the first one, and he almost nailed it for the most part at 144, did a fantastic job. And it's almost like everybody else that saw it after he posted his challenge decided not to enter the challenge. And I'm having to make an assumption here that the challenge was too difficult for just about everybody on the planet. But I want to get a little dose of reality, so let's go ahead and go open up an incognito window. I want to do that because I want to get to YouTube and not have any filtered results when I look this up. But let's just click on youtube.com, and you'll see that it'll have me not signed in. See? I'm not signed in. I just want to put Herbert L. Clarke Etude 2 and see what comes up. What I'm looking for is if indeed this was a doable challenge by a lot of people, then I would see the Etude 2 recorded by various people on YouTube. If indeed this was very unplayable and too difficult, we're not going to see too many renditions of the Etude 2. I'm talking about before the challenge. So let's put that in there now. So Herbert L. Clarke Etude 2. Let's see what comes up. This looks like 1,430 results. Now I'm going to come up a lot because I'm a big Herbert L. Clarke guy. There's no question about it. I've gone through the entire book. I can play everything in that book, most of it up to tempo, and I've gone through and mastered all the etudes. So I'm a big Herbert L. Clarke proponent, and anybody that studies with me beyond just the range and stuff like that is going to get a hefty dose of Herbert L. Clarke. So let's just see what the results are for the Clarke Etude 2. You see me there. Okay, now keep in mind this is unfiltered because I'm not signed in, and we're using the incognito window. So this is as if someone from the middle of Egypt is going through it. These search results. Here we got one guy that's doing the Clarke Technical Studies Etude 2 3 times in one breath. Alan Mazzuti is doing the Clarke study number. Well, this is the study, not the etude. There's no question he could do the etude better and faster than I can, but he hasn't done it, but at least on YouTube, but I'm sure he's done it in his practice. Here I am again. Oh, we got someone here. Oh no, this is technical studies. That's not the etude. Let's see here. It says 5 more. What does that mean? Playing etude 5. Arbenz. Clarke Technical Study 2. That's just this. Okay, I'm just looking at Etude 1. I'm coming up quite a bit on the Clarke Etude 2. I'm looking for somebody else that's done the Etude 2. And okay, so this is like an investigation This is Clarke Study 2, but not the Etude 2. So here's another guy. Oh, Etude 2 triple tongue study. What the hell? I don't think that's what we want. We'll check him out in a minute. Let's see. That's not the Etude. So what we're finding here is nobody really has recorded the Etude 2. When it says Clarke Study 2, let's just click on this. I'm guessing it's not the Etude. I'm guessing it's something in the exercises. We'll just click and see what she's doing here. Yeah, so that's what I assumed, and I was right. Let's go back and take out some of the keywords. Let's just put Clarke only and see if that gives more results. Clarke Etude. Here's this guy again. Let's just see what he's doing. Oh, he's trying to do it a couple times in one breath. I think he's doing a pretty good job. He's got very, very poor hand position right here. He's got what I call popsicle stick fingers, which is not good, and that's going to come back to haunt him. He could probably play quite a lot better if he just used proper hand position. But it looked like he was going at a pretty good clip. He wasn't going anywhere near 144. I'd say maybe, what was he, around 100? Maybe 116, something like that. But still very good. And he's he's only one of the. Oh, here's another person's. Let's see. But this is studies 2, which probably means it's not the Etude. Let's see.
Alright, this is focusing on the second study in Clarke's technical exercise, each of the major scales. It's a little bit easier too.
He's just going through the exercises. So we got one person that's actually done it before the challenge. This is before announced the challenge. We've already checked out her. Got a drummer doing it. Interesting. I'm not finding. There's this guy again. He's doing some other stuff with it. Etude number 3. Technical study number 2 without valves. I don't think we want to mess around with that. Looks like I'm coming up all over the place on this one. Etude 6. Etude 2 on saxophone. Jazz rhythms. H.L. Clarke. Oh, here we go. This guy's doing it. Hey, not bad. So we got 2 people, and I'm not gonna be here forever doing this. Let's see. There's Etude 3. What was this one? Etude 4. Clarke Book 2. Etude 4 up an octave. Clarke Etude 2. I'm guessing this is not going to be that good. But we're doing an up an octave, which is a lot easier. 10 times easier up an octave, folks. You don't have all the tricky fingerings with the third valve. So let's see what else. We're just not getting into anybody else that's doing the second. Look at that. No. So let's wind it down here. Here we go. 8 by Arbin. That must be the one that starts on E, I'm guessing. Yeah. No, that's not what we want. Okay, so the moral of the story is, around the planet, all the trumpet players in the world, it's almost safe to say that nobody has really recorded the Herbert L. Clarke Etude 2. We got a handful of people out of, what have we got, 1 million trumpet players around the world, maybe? Let's just say if we got 1 million, from 4th grade all the way up to 80-year-olds and professionals and everybody in between. We have virtually none. We've got 2 or 3 people that have done it out of 1 million, which I would say that's basically none. So let's go to the challenge. My challenge that we put up, there's Traveris, the winner, and Traveris, let me see if I pronounce his name right, Arteaga, I believe. I probably not pronouncing. Now here's the challenge I put up 1 week ago. I noticed that there's a lot of people whining. Let me just mute that for right now. Whining in the comment section. 25 comments. Let's see. This guy says here, this bites, can't play this. This person left some musical notes and then kind of thumbs down. Here's someone saying that this individual can play it a lot better and faster than myself. I don't know about that. I haven't found too many people. I haven't found anybody who can play it faster and better. I found some people that can get up there with me. You'd probably have to go to your Alan Vazudis and Sergei Nakaryakovs that would, that could maybe get. I bet those guys can get it up to 168 probably, right? Don't you think Alan Vazudi could probably do AT2 at 168 or something crazy like that? 176? Probably he could. But for the rest of us in the pro arena, I don't see too many people going faster than what I did. Let's see. UIL, whatever that is. All region can only get this around 100. Well, Kalinda, how come you didn't put in your video? I think again it's because most people can't get this etude and they can't really get it that fast, and then they saw Traveris who got right away into it, got 144, so they just didn't bother. Here's someone that's leaving some unhappy faces. You can play this very good, but can you play double C? So that's not really related to what we're doing here. No, I can't play a double C. I'm still working on just barely being able to play out of the staff. Franjo. Natalie says, and she's not related to me, folks. She's not my sister or something. This challenge sucks. Who can play this? This one says, I gave it to my trumpet teacher and she couldn't do it very well. I tried, can't do it. Too hard. So it seems like a lot of people whining and complaining that's what I see, but let's add it all up to get let's add up reality, folks. I'm in an incognito window. I did a search on the Etude 2 at the beginning of this video, and nothing comes up for Herbert L. Clarke Etude 2. There's just a handful of people, and not even a handful, 2 or 3 people that have done it, and that's it. We're talking the entire universe, folks. There's nothing really on the Herbert L. Clarke Etude 2. I guess that by doing this challenge, number one, that probably kept a lot of people from wanting to try this, and then you had Traveris come in and do it right at 144, and that probably cinched the deal that nobody was going to really go for this, thinking that they couldn't win it. So my message to anybody listening to this anywhere is, you're likely not doing that well when it comes to technique, and you really need to ramp up your work on the Herbert L. Clarke. That's my message, and it's a poignant message because it's obvious just by going to YouTube, nobody is really working on these, because if you're working on them and having success, you would definitely want to show that off and put it up on YouTube. So anyway, this is Kurt Thompson. This was a very peculiar and interesting trumpet challenge, and the whole original reason that I did this is to make a challenge that would allow more people to get involved, because it doesn't have, double G's involved, and high C's, D's, E's, double G's above the staff. This is, you can see right there. Look at this. It's all very reasonable, but unfortunately, I didn't take into account that this was going to be so god awful hard that all trumpet players on the planet, including advanced and professionals, would be weeded out by how difficult this is, because they don't do it. I'm doing this kind of stuff on a weekly basis and sometimes on a daily basis, and I just go through it. I've already mastered these, and I just go through it just to keep it going. And I'm out of touch, I guess, with the mainstream population of trumpet players that don't endeavor to go through these more challenging trumpet technique books like the Herbert L. Clarke. So anyway, I apologize to people who saw this and threw their hands in the air, and all the complainers that said it was too difficult or why bother. So I am going to go ahead and give Traveris, the undisputed, uncontested winner of the Herbert L. Clarke Etude 2 challenge, I'm going to give him the entire Herbert L. Clarke 90 Days to Razor Sharp Technique course that I have. It's kind of funny because maybe he doesn't need it. He can already play the Etude 2 at 144. It's likely maybe he can do a lot of the other ones well, but I'm going to go ahead and give him the 90-day course. That's what the winner gets in this particular challenge, and he gets it on the house for free, and hopefully he can get some use out of it. But I have a funny feeling everybody else who didn't try this challenge would have got a lot more use out of my course there at TRUMPETSIZZLE.com, devoted to the Herbert L. Clarke book, Technical Studies. So I'm Kurt Thompson. This has been a very interesting and peculiar experience for me to watch people be so intimidated by trying to play the Etude 2. So I'm going to revise my next trumpet challenge. I don't know what it is, but obviously I can't make it this hard. I also have another challenge that's gone completely unanswered on my other channel, and it's so hard. I guess it's so difficult that nobody wanted to try it. So you can see that on Fast Results trumpet courses. There's a challenge there that's just sitting there. No one's done that one at all. No one's even tried. Anyway, I'm Kurt Thompson. This has been pretty fun for me, and interesting and strange. And I'll be coming up with another trumpet challenge that won't keep most trumpet players from even attempting it. We'll come up with something a little bit easier and doable. How about that? See you in the next one. Bye-bye.